ordered from Putin in 3 days. This is something maybe less in 2 weeks. Of course, yeah. It's going to be a very hard thing to do. This is like.
Barbara Dolores is first. Lakeista is 2. Bunny Ware is 3. Tia is 4. Felicia Chapman is 5. Jean Coleman is 6. Ebony is 7. Gloria is 8. Monia is 9. And the 10th person is Lily Reddick. And Glenda Jones jumps in right at 11. Thank you all so much for joining us. It's Friday. Brother Alan Wright is in the house, so that means we have a quorum. We can keep it moving. Good to see Tam Reeves today in the flesh. Dana is on. Linda is on. Our friend from Reno, Nevada, the world's largest, biggest city. Good to see you. Thank you for seeing you. Brittany Edwards is on. Hey, Brittany. Hope you're doing well. And Mama Charlotte is on. Vanessa is on. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. I was watching the news. I can't, I was taking a break from the news and I can't believe what I'm seeing. I'm like, God dang. Alfonso Ribot, hermano, good to see you. Cheryl is on. Thank you. Sarah is on. Good to see. The maestro, Spencer Ellis White III is on. And Camilla is on instead of being with her her usual folks, her book club. And good to see LaWanda Tillman. I saw her today. Always happy to see her. Francis is on. Hey, Francis. Hope you're doing well. Pastor William Eason, good to see you. And I did see E. Joyce Paris on today. Been with us every single night except one. Good to see Barbara Pinckney on. I hope you are feeling better, Barbara. And Sarah Stevens is on. Liberty City's finest and Liberty County's finest. Good to see Ann Morris on. Hope you are well. Yeah, y'all come on in here. I was sitting here watching this and I'm like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Terrific Terry Mobley is on as well. Thank you. Good to see you, Terry. Sharon Renee says that I am buffering on her end. No picture and no sound. I think the rest of them can see me. So, Sharon, you might have to come off and come back on. Yeah, come on. Hey, Pat Rosser, good to see you. Vanessa, yeah, I'm sitting here watching this. I'm like, I can't believe what I mean, you almost want to say go into a cage match and just fight it on out. Edith Davis is on. Good to see Linda Howard on. Margie Jefferson, hello. Linda sees and hears me fine. Sharon, all the way from Reno, so I guess it might be you. I am glad that Barbara, you're feeling well, and I'm gonna tell you when I find out who made Mercedes sick, Barbara. When I find out who it is, we gonna have a problem. Snowy, hope you're doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. Julia Scott, good evening to you. Good evening, Lisa Wiggins. Hello, and Sheila, good evening to you. Jimmy, good evening, Jimmy. I hope you're doing good as well. Yeah, good evening, good evening, good evening. Wow, Kidaboo. Hope you're okay. I know you're out there working somewhere. I know you are. I just know you are. Sarah, I did see the G Dot open house. I am not sure if I'll be there, but it's just this open house to answer questions and stuff. So I'm sure I'll be briefed. Good to see Josie Jones on. Camilla, oh gosh, I'm afraid for you to even look to see what happened today. Oh my gosh, you can't make this stuff up. Oh, Monica Thornton has sauntered in just to see what we're doing and keep on going. Hopefully you saw what I was talking about. Good to see Pastor Thurman Neal Tillman. I saw him today. I touched him today, and he is looking good, and he is preaching on Sunday. Hey, Chris, good to see you, sir. Thank you for all of your help getting us to and from Ireland safely. We had a wonderful visit in the city of Limerick, Ireland. They are our new best friends, and we're looking forward to seeing them. Good to see Talia, Miss Strawberry. Good to see you as well. Hey, Stephanie, thank you for joining us as well. And of course, Pastor Tillman is saying thank you for all the love shown to him and his family. Well, I mean, for years, you've been showing love. You just withdrawing. You just have a lot of deposits in your bank. And so we're just giving you back all that you gave to us. So it was really, really good to see you, sir. And again, hope that you are on the mend and getting better and doing better, and more importantly, doing what Sister Tillman tells you to do. So Cheryl Mitchell is on as well. As Camilla says, she's glad Pastor is doing well. Good to see Savannah Black History. I think that's Miss Rita on. Good to see Royce. Thank you. And Monica says she cares a lot about all that is Savannah. Oh, I am so touched. Are you sure you care about all that is Savannah? I mean, you have such the world, to look after. Cheryl Mitchell, good to see you. Brother Henry Lee Perry, hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Y'all see I'm kind of stuck in the office. I mean, I've been just trying to get some stuff done. And so, for people who say I don't work, you see what time it is and you see where I'm at. Hey! Well, Elder Erica is on, but that means that Maya is on. Hey, Maya! I miss you, little lady. I miss you. I miss you. But I hope that you like your new home, but know that Papa misses you. I really do. I really, really miss you. And I've texted you, Maya, and you have not responded. So you need to look at your phone and get mama to look at the phone and see why when I text you, you haven't texted me back. So I'm going to cry. But good to see you, Maya. Brother Trey is on. Good to see you. Julia Dinkins is on. Kathy Grant has come into the room. Good to see her as well. Again, glad to have all of you. It is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful night in Savannah. This is what we call a Chamber of Commerce day and night. The weather was absolutely perfect. It is absolutely perfect weather tonight as well. I mean, I'm here. My windows are tuned to downtown, and there are people all over these Savannah streets tonight. It's a beautiful night, and that's what we like to see. Good to see Lita. Hope you're well, and I'm glad Sharon is on, and thank you for being a person I can count on. I appreciate that. Good to see Michelle and Mr. Bill. Hope you're doing well. Richard Dinkins and Joya Dinkins. I got both Dinkins on at the same time. The family that watches Friday night together stays together. And thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. They're not like us. I believe it like that. Robert Richards, good to see you. Elise, hello. And we're giving a heart to Janet. Hope you're doing well. Again, thank you all for joining us. It is Friday Night Live. It's another Friday somewhere. That means that we have made it another 7 revolutions. We have made it another 7 days. And so I am so glad to be here with you live from City Hall. where I'm still working and doing work. And so I forgot, I said, I won't be able to get home in time. So I'm going to do it from right here. So good to see Mama Julia. Thank you for joining us. Brenda is on as well. Thank you all. Again, you know how we start off. We are grateful that today is Friday. First thing we do is we want you to like my page. Like it and follow it. Make sure that the page where it says Mayor Van Johnson, I want you to like it and I want you to follow it, right? That's the first thing we do. Then we want you to go ahead and we want you to share the video. Share it. You know, we're not selfish with our love. And so our brother Keith Kimball is on. Good to see the Honorable Gabrielle Nelson, the Mayor Pro Tem of Port Whitworth, Georgia. Good to see you. All right. And Amanda says we say hello. Oh, happy birthday to Donovan. Happy birthday, Donovan, from City Hall. Happy birthday to you. How old is Donovan today, Amanda? And y'all are all just in front of me, but it's okay. Y'all could be in front of me. But anyway, good to see Leslie, Miss Cookie from South Carolina. What part of South Carolina? But good to see all of you. So, and the Christophers are on, including my favorite Christopher, Skylar. Hey, Skylar. Skylar, I see you are doing really, really well in school, and Uncle Goddaddy is very, very proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you. I'm glad you are doing good in school. And so we miss you here too. Good to see Latasha on as well. Amanda says Donovan is 8. So we are wishing Donovan a happy 8th birthday today. Leslie is on from Burton. And then on Tuesday, Mama Charlotte will be 77 years old. Play that straight and boxed. 77. Happy birthday, Mama Charlotte as well. Marvin. You don't want this, Marvin. I ain't the one today. All I talk about is progress. We are progress. Anyway, let's see. Marvin, I don't know why you damning the Lord. You don't want those problems. You really don't want no problems. Anyway, you listen to what I got to say when I get ready to say it, because this is my live. This is not Marvin Johnson's live. We the other Johnsons. You not like me. How about that? Anyway, Shauna Moss, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Well, I'm here for it every single day, sir. And anyway, we just threw you in the sea of forgetfulness. Thank you. Marvin, Marvin is insignificant. But anyway, so good to see Barbara Foster on as well. Yeah, well, but you know what? I like it, Rita. And let me tell you why I like it. Because the Bible says that there's a table set before you in the presence of your enemies, in the presence of your haters. And so that tells me that in order for me to eat, I got to have haters to watch. In order for me to progress, I have to have naysayers that say I can't do it. I don't have a problem with people being around watching God moving through me and things happening through me. So I don't have no problems. But with Marvin, I want to show Marvin how to be a progressive Johnson who's doing some things, and then maybe he'll learn from my example. That's why he tunes into me, because I don't tune into him. So, but anyway, moving on. Hey, Natalie, good to see you. Thank you. Good to see you. Delandria, hello as well. Thank you. And Angela Mitchell. Hey, Angela, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. And so, like the page, share the page, and then, of course, we get ready to get into it. So, we know, let's hit it. Tara Strong, good to see Robert McDaniel back from Kansas City, Missouri. What's the weather in Kansas City? What is that? All right. Right. Don't get Jay Chris started. So we go at Tara Strong, right? And that's for our girl Tara. And Tara's had a birthday a couple of days ago, so we still send out love for our girl Tara, and we are glad to have her. So we're sending out love for her. Oh, it's in the 70s? Wow. All right. It is in the 70s. That's pretty all right. So we need to do our Lupus Warriors. So I'm sending out my Lupus Warriors. Jacqueline Graves, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. So we'll sing out for those that have lupus, but lupus does not have them. I'm trying to get to it, y'all. And then, of course, our multiple sclerosis folks. Sarah, actually, I do have that picture. I do have the picture. Oh, Alan says that 7 planets is supposed to be visible tonight. All right, yes. We're sending out that, and then until he is fully recovered, we're going to continue to send out love to Pastor Thurman Neil Tillman. We're going to send that out to you. Good to see Coach Cassell Bell from Jacksonville, Florida, from Duval. Good to see Thomas Hart. And we are praying for you if you go to have, as you go to have surgery. But it has been a great day in Savannah. First of all, and then before I get there, let me remind you today is week number 258. 258 weeks, straight weeks. That's 1,806 days. That is 4 years and 11 months. That is 59 months, 8 days. Every single Friday night. Every single Friday night. Every single Friday night, no matter where I was, no matter where you were, no matter what I was doing, no matter what you were doing, every single Friday night, we have been together. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I am so grateful for us being able to build community from the time that many folk thought we were dead. To a beautiful day just like this. We've been up good times and bad times, but most importantly, we've done it together. 258 weeks. We are now within like 3 weeks of year 5. And so I am excited to announce, I believe that it will be on March the 21st, will be the 5th year anniversary. We will be doing this live, I believe, from WTOC. So they will be covering Friday Night Live, and all of you are invited to be a part of our 5-year anniversary. Nothing has ever been done like this. I don't think, certainly not in Savannah, but I'm not sure anywhere in the country in which people just get together. I mean, to celebrate community, and for us to be able to talk and to be able to share, be able to lift up each other, and for you to be engaged with your city. I joined Sean J. Chris for shouting out Savannah High, and who is going to the championship. And we want to send out our thanks and appreciation to Windsor and Jenkins, who did have a great season. We are very appreciative and proud of our kids. They don't lose. You just learn. Good to see Shauna on as well. And so we're very happy about that. But again, on the 21st of March, we will be celebrating 5 years. 5 straight years of every single Friday night. I'm just hoping the Lord will keep me strong so I won't have any issues, because I want to celebrate 5 years of Friday Night Live with all of you. And so we'll start pushing that out as well. We want you to be there, Jim Vivo. And then also, I think, as you know, Glenda has been working with Monia of Ruin Thai, and I think we're going to be going back there too. I think it's going to be March the 19th, which is a Wednesday, that we're talking about doing a face-to-face fellowship. And so those of you who went before, you know we had a great time. And so we're looking back to going back to Monia and Ruin Thai on Broughton Street, and have another great time as well. Thank you, Jim. We appreciate that. And so I think on the 21st, I believe we're going to probably be at 8 o'clock. I think it's going to be 8 o'clock, because really, remember, we go to 9 o'clock. So I think I'm going to wait till after the 5th anniversary to go back to 9 o'clock. Good to see Joanne Watkins on as well. Good to see Myquan Green. Hope you're doing well. Again, just really excited for 5 years. So on March 19th, we're going to get together at Ruin Thai, March 19th. That's a Wednesday. I think it's going to be like at 7 o'clock or something. I'll check to make sure. And we're just going to have a good time of fellowship. Come meet people you haven't met before, that you only know them by their names. So we want you to do that. And then on Friday, we're going to celebrate our 5th year anniversary, I believe 8 o'clock at WTOC. And we'll find out how we can do it or something. So we'll just get it done. Good to see Alicia on. Hello. And good to see the Honorable Keandra Roll. She is the Mayor Pro Tem of the city of Brunswick, Georgia. So all of the folks down to our south, always good to see all of them. So Glenda says the event is RSVP. And you need to inbox Glenda if you want to attend. I don't know what our capacity is, but we would love to have you to come by and see us. So yeah, 5 years, Delandria. And thank you, Natalie, as well. I'm just looking so forward to that. It's been a long, long journey. And so this week, another great week in Savannah, a couple of things that we did. The first thing was we have decided to we opted out of House Bill 158, whatever the House bill was. I forgot what it was. We opted out of it. We have opted out of it. Hey, all right. I gotta stop. So our senior Friday Night Liver, our queen mother, Sadie Campbell, who is 100 years old, has come into the room. And so we're always happy to see Mother Sadie Campbell. So y'all give her a round of applause. Always happy to see her. And she had not been feeling well because one of her kids got her sick. And when I find out who it was, it's going to be a problem. But I hope you're feeling better, Mama Sadie. I hope you're feeling better. Okay. All right, I see that. Okay. Yeah, so if you want to go to Ruin Thai on March the 19th, you need to inbox Glenda Jones. It's a maximum capacity of 50. So the first 50, and then we'll do a waiting list. So thank you all. Thank you. House Bill 581, we have decided to opt out of it. The city of Savannah, we have Stevens Day. It is the gold standard. And so we're just going to go with the Stevens Day bill. So I wanted you to know that we have had 6 public hearings. Everyone else in the state has had 3. We've had 6, and we've decided to opt out. Terica Topley, good to see you as well. And some people are already DMing Glenda Jones. Thank you, Glenda. Thank you. Um, and Tony wants to know, with I-16 being redone during hurricane season, will both sides be westbound if we have to leave the city? Yes. I think so. I mean, we don't start hurricane season until June. Most of our roughest storms don't really come until September, October. I think we'll be fine. Richard, all right, thank you today. I saw the legend Tyrone Hollywood Brown is in here. I saw Bruce Capers today, Hollywood, and so we're talking about doing some good things. See, Tam Tam Reed's on as well, and everybody's shouting out Mother Sadie Campbell as well. Good to see Yolanda Fontaine. Hey, Miss Fontaine, how are you? Okay, Glenda says she will respond after the live. And Estella Hopkins is going. Yeah, Tyrone, we're working on some good things. All right, so we did that. Then also this week, we had D9, our first ever D9 day. It was phenomenal. Our historically black fraternities and sororities, you know, hold on a minute. So, it was really phenomenal. Good to see Mother Barbara Kaufman. Good to see Ruth on as well. So, the challenge has been really for us is that we have people that are members of fraternities and sororities. They do phenomenal work in our communities, and we wanted the opportunity to shout them out and to show some love to them. They do so much work in so many areas of our community, and so I wanted to shout them out. So if anybody on here is a member of D9, I see Terry Mobley's already got that Delta up. Good to see you, Wendy. I hope you're doing well. And Carla has already came. We had our D9 members and presidents. We had all D9 representatives at our city council meeting, and everybody was out wearing their D9 stuff. It was really, really cool. And next year we're going to make that all year. We're going to make it all day long. All day long. So if you want to be a part of that, so Camilla is on. Camilla, did you wear your D9 stuff yesterday? Good to see Jennifer Hoffman on with us, and Barbara Kaufman had her AKA on, and Wendy is saying hello from Cool Vibes as well. Pizza and wings. Yeah, so we did that. So that was a really great day. LaWanda Tillman is an AK. Sarah Stevens is a Delta. Sheila Spalding is a Delta. I'm an Alpha. Lots of love. And we're going to do this next year. We're going to make it all week thing in conjunction with the Black Heritage Festival. So we're really looking forward to that. But thank you all. We wanted to show you love for the work that you do in and around our community. And then today we had a absolutely phenomenal dedication of what is known as the Otis S. Johnson Cultural Arts Center. It used to be the Savannah Cultural Arts Center, but now is the Otis S. Johnson Cultural Arts Center. We had a packed house coming out to support our 64th mayor as we named our Cultural Arts Center after the legendary Dr. Otis Johnson. It was important to me that we keep sending out and showing love to our living heroes and our living legends. And I don't think that we should always be waiting until people are dead to let them know we think about them or honoring them. And I think that Dr. Otis Johnson has done so much in this community that he deserved it, and he deserved it now. And so he's almost 83 years old. But this man, as I said during my my comments, that his resume is unmatched by anybody in our former or current history. Dr. Johnson not only was a graduate of Beach High School, not only was he a student at Savannah State, not only was he the first black student to graduate from Armstrong. He was the first black graduate from Savannah to graduate from the University of Georgia. He went to Clark Atlanta University. He went to Brandeis University. He served in the U.S. Naval Reserve. He was a professor and dean at Savannah State. He helped lead Savannah State to a social work accreditation. Let me think what else. He served on the city council. He was a part of that team that included the late Mayor Floyd Adams and the late Robbie Robinson. He served as the founding director of the Savannah Chatham Youth Futures Authority for 10 years. He was ran for mayor, he's also on the school board. He was on the school board, and then he was the 64th mayor of our city, serving for 2 terms. Again, you show me someone who has that type of resume, and we'll name something after them too. But I wanted him to have that opportunity for this community to show him how much we appreciate him. Many of you know how I feel about Dr. Otis Johnson. He is a friend, brother, mentor, father figure, confidant, and role model for so many reasons. And so I am just a fan of his. And so I'm glad that we were able to bestow that honor. And thank you. Many of y'all came out today. I saw Joyce Paris was out. The Tillmans were out. Just so glad to see many of you. And we want to, continue showing love to people who are helping to make our community great. So that's why we did it. And now it is done. Tony wants to know, is there a list of the events going on at the convention center? Where do you look? I am sure, Tony, they have a website. Most of their conventions are probably conventions. And so they might have, what they got going on for their conventions. But most times you have to be a registered at the convention in order to go. But I'm sure you can go to the website. Let me look right quick and see if I could find it for y'all. That would be nice. Let me see how quick I can find it. Bam. Let me show you how quick I did that, Tony. Just that quick. Bam. Events right there. All right, let's see. Dana worked with Dr. Jackson back in the day. I did too, actually. And Marjorie Young. Good to see Dr. Silva. I saw Dr. Silva there today as well. And of course, he did. Clifton Jones Jr. was the dean of our council, and we still revere his memory. I'm glad we were able to name a street after Clifton and Ernestine Jones before they passed away. So, yes, I do remember Alwyn. He supported Alwyn. He supported AWOL. So we're very happy about that. Roxy is on. She is a Zeta. Dr. Priscilla Williams is on, and I know she is a Poodle. She is Sigma Gamma Rho as well. Terry Mobley, yeah, thank you, Condolita, for what you did. Thank you, Vanessa. The Bishop is on, ladies and gentlemen. Bishop Jacqueline Gilbert Grant is into the room. She had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Bishop. And I hope that you did something fun, that something you wanted to do. So y'all show Bishop Grant some love. So we did that. And then, then today, a lot of people were choosing not to shop. And so I'm not going to get into the nuances of, the discussions, but, I think, people, have the right to determine where they spend money. We have that ability. And so I know that if I go somewhere and I'm not getting consistently good service, then I'm not going there anymore. I know that if there is a company that does not support the things that I am supportive of, then I'll go to some place that supports it. And so that kind of happened today across the country. Um, and so, people, I mean, I saw some people saying some things about it, but at the end of the day, everybody gets to decide they where they spend their money, right? And so you spend your money where you want to spend it. For me, it's always been about trying to help support our local businesses. I've become more cognizant of that, that there is an opportunity for us to support local businesses because local money is made locally. And so we're very happy about that. And we want to make sure we create local opportunities. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Aviana, hey, Aviana, hey, friend. So Aviana is on. Aviana is our youngest Friday Night Live member. She is 4 years old. And so I got both of them on. I have Aviana, who's 4, and I have Mother Sadie, who is 100. So, I mean, Friday Night Live, we go the entire gamut. Remember, we're reaching 5 years coming up on the 21st of March. 5 years, we would have been in a situationship, an entanglement. We would have been booed up for 5 years. It will be our anniversary on the 21st. I am looking so forward to see all of you. I'm looking so forward to sharing that with you. On the 19th, we will be somewhere, I believe, or we'll be at Ruin Thai on Tuesday. And so we're looking forward to that. On Wednesday, the 19th. And so if you're interested, you need to inbox Glenda Jones. She's only taking the first 50. So the first 50 who come, you can come and hang out with us, come meet everybody, and we're looking forward to all of you being there. Then on the 21st, which is that Friday, that's the actual 5-year anniversary, and we are looking forward to being on WTOC Live, and so we're looking forward to that as well. Let's see what else we got going on. Ephraim wants to know, is there a celebration in the future? I heard from several people, we don't sponsor parades, but there were people who said, they wanted to be the sponsor of a parade. It has not happened. Everyone who said they were going to do it had not done it. So I have some ideas in my head about something I want to do since the folks that said they were going to do it hadn't stepped up. So, there is, I have 2 really cool ideas that I'm going to float and see whether we can pull them off. Hopefully we will be able to. If not, we want to be able to find some appropriate way to salute this young man from our home who is now Super Bowl champion. Yes. Oh yeah, well, we love the late great. You put the late Emma Jean Mobley. You mean the late great Emma Jean Mobley. Tony, I don't know. I mean, I would not have any way of calculating the results of any blackout, because the reality is that those corporate businesses are not going to share their business figures with that. So you might be best looking at the federal, what they put out publicly. We would have no way of knowing locally. I'm sorry. I'm just hungry. So today's food sponsor is Mr. Peanut. I'm sorry, y'all. I was hungry. This is the dinner of champions for mayors late on Friday night. That's what you do. Good to see Carlitha on. You welcome Ephraim. Jessica Dean, good to see you. Hey. Gabrielle, I will share it with Maverick and I will share it with Saya. Here, you tell them they can have some of my snacks. All right, Dr. Silva will be presenting in New Orleans. You will miss us. But, well, Dr. Silva, will you be back on the 21st? Because then we might let you figure out a way that you can come hang out with us on the 21st. So let me know. Good to see Pinky on with us. Peanuts are great. They dry your mouth out, though. Georgia Davis, hello. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about this phenomenal week. I wanted to talk about D9 Day, which has been amazing. I wanted to talk about Dr. Otis Johnson, and now the Cultural Arts Center is named after him. I wanted to talk about HB 158, with 158 that we opted out of. And then, of course, tomorrow, this weekend, we will be doing our annual observance. I said, oh, hey, good to see Mayor Pro Tem Griffith Lotson from the city of Darien, my good brother. So I have 3 Mayor Pro Tems on. I have Griffith Lotson from Darien. I have Kendra Rowe from Brunswick, and I have Gabrielle Nelson from Port Wentworth. Look at that. So that's kind of amazing. That's really amazing. So, but over the next couple of days, we will be observing what's called the Waping Time. It was known as the Great Slave Auction. It was at one point thought to be the largest sale of enslaved people in the nation's history. We now know it was not. In 2022, we found out there was a larger auction of sales in Charleston. 600 of them we found out in 2022. But essentially, in 1859, a slave owner named Pierce Butler was a gambler, and he got into some debt. He got into risky business, had some financial loss, and he had to liquidate his assets. His assets were enslaved people of color. And so because the Butler estate was located over near between Butler Island and St. Simon's Island, just south of Darien, they chose Savannah as being the place for the auction. And so he had advertised the sale in the Savannah newspaper, and basically that there were 436 men, women, children, and infants to be sold over the course of 2 days. They were brought downtown and people came by. They brought the enslaved people to Savannah by boats and by trains, and they housed them in race horse stables. And from February 21st until March the 1st, the slaves were inspected by people buying them. I mean, people looking at their teeth and their mouths and looking at their extremities. They say people came from all over, from Virginia and North and South Carolina. People came from Alabama and Mississippi and Georgia. And they basically, poked and prodded these people. They were looked for defects on their body. And so essentially from March the 2nd to March the 3rd, 1859, although there was 436 people to be sold, only 429 were actually sold. So we know 7 of them were not sold. Those not sold were old or ill or disabled. Most of them were cotton and field workers, carpenters, blacksmiths. And so the 2-day sale netted about $300,000, which was about $10.6 million now. And, where the Weeping Time came from, it said that during this sale for 2 days, it was like the skies opened up. And when the skies opened up, it was like God was crying. And that's why it's called the weeping time. And so, every year as we learn more, we get together to show our respect, because this was the last great family reunion, because people were ripped away from their families, never to see them again. Can you imagine if it was you and you had you and your child or your husband and your wife, and then they're taken away from you and you never saw them again? And that is what happened, the atrocity that happened here. And some of those families never were able to get back. They were never able to get back together, never saw each other again. And so we get together to commemorate that. We come back to remember them. We come back to say their names. We know many of their names. We know many of their ages. There were actually records about these people. These were people. And so we would never want to forget them. And so we get together every year to do that. So we'll be doing that over tomorrow, March the 1st, and then March the 2nd. So we're looking forward to that. Let me see what else we got. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that. And Sarah's asking everybody to stay involved. The MPC, there's a lot of stuff going on at the MPC. Good to see the Honorable Linda Wilder Bryan, District 3 Alderwoman. Good to see her always. Jacqueline Birch is on with us. Thank you, thank you. And Dana listening to Dr. Bertice Berry. The Sisterhood Picnic is from 12 to 4. Yeah. Terry, inbox me. I would love to come by, because I show up. I mean, food and beautiful deltas. I mean, that's heaven there. Food and deltas by deltas who can cook. Shoot, send it to me. Good to see Barbara on. Thank you. And Camilla, thank you. Now, Camilla, there is a book about the weeping time. If you want your book club to do something, y'all can actually read that as well. So good to see Alderman Dietrich Leggett, who's been busy this week, Alderman District 2. So I have two of my great colleagues on with me, Alderman Leggett from District 2 and Alderwoman Wilder Bryan from District 3. Always good to see them on. And good to see my official Press Secretary Nikki Simpson, who's been missing in action. Folk been coming on here trying me, and you have not been around. What's up with that? Good to see Jermaine Reed from Kansas City, Missouri. So we got Kansas City's in the house. Got Jermaine Reed on from Kansas City. Good to see you, sir. Hopefully I'll be seeing you in a couple of weeks. We got to reconnect about that thing. I need to relaunch. So got to relaunch. Camilla, if you want me to, let me see if I can find the book. I actually have the book, but let me see if I can find it. It's probably the definitive book. Yeah, I think it's Ann Bailey. Yep, that's it. Like I said, at the time we thought it was the largest one. Let me see. Well, good. We appreciate Dr. Hanson is our good friend as well. Yeah, what we were doing. We was busy. Jessica's getting married in July. Jessica, you want to get married, you come on here and get married now. I just want to let you know we've had that happen. We have planned some weddings locally. I just want you to know we have done that before, so we have done that. So you come on and get married. Come on. Now, Glenda, I came and brought greetings too. Who's been fighting for you on the book? Okay. Yeah, I just put it on there. Oh, she's back with a vengeance. Yes, I can marry you, and if I can't marry you, I think Dietrich Leggett can do it as well. I have married people that I've never met before. On Facebook, so inbox me if you want to get married. Yeah, I can officiate your wedding, and we would love to have that. So we would love to have that. Elizabeth wants to know comments about the national news today would be appreciated. I don't know what you want me to say. I'll say what I've always said. Elections have consequences. You knew what you were voting for, and you got exactly what you voted for. So I'm not surprised. I'm not dismayed, because I knew it is the script that had already been written out. The people spoke. There were people who voted against their own self-interest. And unfortunately, many of them are feeling the pain of their decisions. We are now among our peers around the country, around the world. We have the kind of stuff that we have. There were people who voted to make America great again, and now they don't have a job anymore because they thought that they were untouchable. And, many of them are losing their jobs, and I hate it for them. Federal workers are among the most stable, and I think we all agree that, there could be some way of cutting our federal workforce. That's often done through attrition. But when everything to a hammer looks like a nail, and you have the way that you've been, this is going down. These are people who've worked for years, people who have mortgages, people who have, college tuitions, all of those things. But again, this is what, people voted for. People who were, from other countries voted, and now their family and friends are being targeted and sent back. Again, this is, what do? I'm not surprised. It's all in the book called Project 2025. It is a score book. You can look at it. It's 900 pages, and you can check off the stuff that's going down. And so I understand sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I've had some of my Republican friends come to me privately, and, they are showing their concern. We're only 2 months into this thing. So we'll continue to pray, and we'll continue to work. I will continue to serve the greatest city on earth, and we'll do the best we can to make sure that all people are valued, make sure that all people are protected and feel valued and feel belong, like they belong. I just am very concerned for those individuals who are caught in the crossfire of all of this. We did not elect Elon Musk. Elon Musk has no responsibility to anybody. And so when you make decisions that affect people's lives, it should also come the responsibility to respond to those folks, and Elon Musk doesn't have that responsibility. So, you know, people have come to me, but again, you know, this is our country. Our country is bigger than any president, both either Democrat or Republican. But I'll tell you at some point, thank you, Jessica, at some point, people are going to have to stand up. And I mean, some of these congressmen are catching hell in there, you know, because I guess they figured, oh, well, you know, this was going to be great. And now they're feeling the pain of it. And it's not fun. It's not cute for them. But I mean, you know, I'm looking at a shouting match going on in the White House between two leaders of independent countries, and they going back and forth at it. I mean, I'm not sure that's what we voted for. I mean, you know, so that's all I got to say about that. You know, but anyway, any other questions before I get up out of here and finish eating my peanuts? This is dinner tonight. Any other questions? Anything else? Felicia, my thoughts and prayers go out to you in the passing of St. Bailey. I sent something to DC for her services tomorrow. So the other thing about that is that with all this going on, ain't nobody talking about the economy anymore. Before, it was all about the economy. Now, eggs cost so much, but nobody's really talking about the economy anymore. Where's the economy? We're going to talk about the cost of stuff. Tanya, good to see you. Yeah. You know, but at the end of the day, Sedan has been around 282 years. You know, we'll be fine. You know, and now knowing that we're gonna be fine doesn't mean it won't hurt. It won't mean it won't be painful. It won't mean, thank you, Audrey. Thank you, Tam Tam. It won't mean it won't be some hurt. But you know, we trust that we will continue to make it through. Any other questions? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Terry, did you send me the information? I have like 2 funerals tomorrow. I have 2 funerals tomorrow. I sure am. I am. Well, anyway, know that I appreciate you. Keep the faith. Be strong. Everything's going to be fine. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. We have to continue working until the morning. Good to see Aunt Ali on. We know that the darkest period of night is just before day. And so whatever it is you're going through, whatever you're going through, you know, just hang on in there. Know that your Friday Night Live family, we care about you. We're here for you. We support you. If you need us, you holler, and we're shouting you out. So thank you so much for joining us on Friday Night Live. We look forward to seeing you next Friday as we start counting down to year 5 of Friday Night Live. Thank you for being on with me. And as always, thank you for being Savannah Strong. Good night, everybody.